Hey YouTube, hey Bold and the Beautiful fans. So in today's episode, we saw that Li gave us some shocking information about Hollis. So let's get into it. So we saw Finn and Li today in the hospital lab, and of course Jameson Belushi played the lab technician, and we saw her in her cameo, and she handed the toxicology results to Finn and Li. And Finn and Li, they were very concerned about this and they checked them out. Of course, Poppy arrived. Poppy wanted to get some intel on what happened to Hollis. Is she just trying to, alleviate Luna's concerns, or is there another reason why Poppy wants to know all the information? But anyway, Li tells Poppy, and of course Finn is there, that Hollis did not die of natural causes, that he was drugged. Okay, so now this is going to become a criminal investigation, and we're going to see Baker soon. So there's 2 victims now at Il Giardino, and the stakes are raised. It's very frightening now. So Li, of course, tells Poppy that she knows exactly who did this, okay? And Steffy, too, suspects foul play as well. And she said that this can't be a coincidence, and that there's only one person that comes to mind. Of course, she told Hope, Brooke, and Ridge, and that's Sheila. Okay, so we know that Li and Steffy both are going to kind of tag team, right? They're going to make the accusations against Sheila. And I gotta tell you, Sheila kind of looks suspicious, Some of those facial expressions that she's making, she's hugging Deacon, and there's the camera closes in on her eyes and her expression. It looks like something's up with Sheila, right? Is Sheila the culprit? Is Sheila doing this after all? I want to believe that Sheila's innocent here, but it's still Sheila, right? Maybe at the end of the day, this is something that Sheila's doing for who knows why. What would Sheila's motive be? Right? We know that she and Tom had a little bit of disagreement there. Tom was looking into Sheila's background. Sheila didn't like that. But it looked like they came to an understanding, and Sheila was having a lot of, carefree fun the night when Tom was playing, music. And it just doesn't seem like it would be Sheila at this point, because they're trying to redeem her. But with Sheila, though, you never know. And because she does have a history of this type of behavior and criminal behavior. So if it's Sheila, maybe if Sheila did have motive, maybe it's just that she just wants her and Deacon there, and she doesn't want other people there maybe taking things away from her, living her best life with Deacon there. But I'm just reaching there, right? What would Sheila's motive be, But Steffy and Li are definitely going to accuse Sheila, and it remains to be seen if someone's going to try to frame Sheila too. But I gotta tell you, Sheila definitely looks suspicious. Now, maybe the show is just trying to throw us off a little bit. Of course, there's other suspects. Poppy had to leave again, right? She told Bill and Luna that there's somewhere where she had to be, okay? And Bill is starting to look suspicious. He even asked Luna, do you know where your mom ran off to? Of course, we, the fans, know where Poppy went, right? She went to the lab. But is she gathering intel because she wants to, assuage her daughter's concerns because Luna knew Hollis and they were friends? Or is Poppy trying to gain some sort of intel that she can cover up somehow? Poppy is one of the suspects, and she would have a lot of motive too to try to keep this new family of hers intact. But it's really interesting to see how this is going to unfold. And Luna, of course, knew Hollis, and she's devastated that she lost a friend. And there's a theory out there too, and I don't buy into this, okay? This is just a theory that maybe Luna is the one that's doing this, that maybe Luna doesn't want to lose her new life with Bill. But boy, that would be really sinister on Luna's part if she's the one that's doing this. So I don't think it's Luna. It would be a wild twist though. I don't think it's Luna though. Whoever is doing this is somebody probably expendable, okay? It's somebody that they wouldn't mind pinning these crimes on, because whoever did this is going to tarnish that character. And there's no coming back from that, right? There's no redeeming, committing 2 crimes against beloved characters that the fans really like, Tom and Hollis, right? So if Sheila's the one that did this too, that destroys her redemption story. If it's Luna, I mean, that's it, right? Poppy too, that's it, right? There's no coming back from this. The fans won't accept those characters at this point. And so whoever the culprit is, whoever the perpetrator is of these crimes, is someone that they're willing to basically destroy that character. So that's something we got to keep in mind. Is it Jack, right? Li is getting text calls from Jack. We don't see Jack on the show all that much. Maybe Jack is a character that they're willing to, be expendable, and they're willing to pin this on him. Justin, we don't see him either, so there's that possibility too with Justin. But it's going to be very interesting. Deacon, of course, is searching for answers. He's wondering why he lost 2 of his friends, 2 employees at the restaurant. And, Sheila's basically saying there's nothing he could have done. But I'm wondering if Deacon's going to start an investigation. So we'll have to find out. But we know from spoiler pictures and from spoilers that Li, Steffy, and Finn are going to go over and confront Sheila Deacon. Baker's going to be there. So we might see this in tomorrow's episode, the Tuesday episode or the Wednesday episode. But it's going to be interesting to see how they back up their accusations, right? Because there's no evidence against Sheila at this point other than Sheila's track record and her history. So we'll see what Steffy and Li say, okay? And if Li tries to frame Sheila, but I'll end the video on this note, on this kind of ominous note today, okay? And Deacon said something kind of ominous, and he said, first Tom, then Hollis, who's next, right? Who's next? So is there going to be another victim? Will there be a 3rd victim? Let's hope not. But if somebody else tries to find the answers to this big mystery, somebody out there wants to keep the secret that Tom believed that he was Luna's father, okay? Or there's another reason that we don't really know yet, okay? If Sheila is doing this, what would her motive be? Maybe she just wants to remove any possible obstacles to her and Deacon, together at El Giardino, but I'm just reaching on that. But you have to wonder, is there going to be another victim? And if so, who's that going to be? Because El Giardino's kind of running out of employees at this point, right? So I'm not so sure there's going to be another victim, but there could be, so we have to keep that in mind. Deacon is probably going to start searching, try to investigate this himself maybe. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. And of course, we know a crucial clue is going to go missing this week. So looks like Tom's backpack and those letters will go missing, but it's going to be really interesting. But anyway, I'm starting to ramble now, so I'll stop. But what do you think about today's episode? Do you think that Sheila now is starting to look like the top suspect, or are you changing your mind about who you think is doing this? Do you still think it's Li? Do you still think it's Poppy? Is it Sheila? What about Jack? I'm starting to lean maybe towards Jack a little bit, but I gotta tell you, I think the show is trying to tell us something about Sheila, or they're trying to throw us off a little bit. We'll have to see. But this is definitely an intriguing mystery, and it's only going to heat up and escalate as we continue through the summer with this. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So keep it right here. I'll have more updates coming. And hey, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And I'll see you in the next video.